Does equal happiness.
It's just begun.
Wait, what?
And there's something on the tip of your tongue.
Getting closer to the... Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian, and today I'm back with a realistic what I read in a week part 3. I think I've done this twice now. So part 3, you guys love these reading vlogs. This will obviously be spoiler free, and I'm just kind of showing you guys a realistic how much I read as a booktuber, basically. It is currently Tuesday. I didn't have time to film yesterday, so we're starting this Tuesday and we're gonna run it till Sunday, I'm hoping. As you guys saw in my most recent video, I have a lot on my summer TBR. We're gonna be trying to get through that this week, so this will mostly just be summer books, so it's kind of like a summer reading vlog a little bit, but I am currently reading 3 books right now. Yeah. I don't really know what one I'm gonna pick up today. I'll probably switch between a few, but I am currently reading bday by Emily Henry. I'm finally giving it a chance, you guys, and I'm currently on page 92, chapter 10. It's okay. So far, my opinions on Emily Henry still stand, sadly, but I do want to kind of get through a little bit more of this today, so I probably will pick this one up at some point. And then I'm also reading Scarborough by Catherine Hernandez, and this one is a deeper book. I have a lighthearted book and a more serious book. I'm really enjoying this though. I'm currently on page 94 on this, and I'm flying through it. It's really, really short and really tiny. Really enjoying that. And then the third one I'm also reading is The Summer of Broken Rules. That one I'm also reading right now. It's okay. I'm not really enjoying the writing style for that, but those are the 3 books that I have on the go right now. Kind of a crazy month. Yeah, that's today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the reading vlog and seeing how much I read in a week. We migrated to my room. If you hear anything, that is my sister. She's on the phone playing with her friend, so don't mind that. But I think I'm gonna continue reading Beach Read. I do want to get through this before the end of the month. It is the 25th of July, so I don't have much time and I'm not very far into this, so I kind of want to continue it. I don't know, you guys, I'm just like not feeling it. But hopefully it will get better. Hopefully it will. But right now, not too much is going on, and I feel like that's kind of why I'm not really vibing with it. I think it's just because they're rivals. They just placed the bet, the main bet of the story. Hopefully stuff will start picking up because of that. But right now, there's just like not too much banter going on, which Emily Henry's supposed to be the queen of banter. And we're just gonna have to see, I guess. There's Taylor Swift references in here. I swear every single book I've been reading recently has literally Taylor Swift references. And I don't mind Taylor Swift, but like I don't listen to her music. So like I never understand them. Hello you guys, it is so much later right now. It's currently 12 o'clock. I was editing for so long, I completely lost track of time. I was trying to get as much done as I could, so yeah. I just wanted to update you guys on what I did read while I was eating and everything like that during the day. I honestly did not get as far as I wanted to with this book today, but I made it to chapter 13, page 145. Honestly, I might read a little bit more before bed, but I am freaking exhausted. Today was kind of a flop. Hopefully it will be better tomorrow. I don't think I have too much going on tomorrow, but I'm still not the biggest fan of this book. It's gotten better. I'll give it that. It has picked up pace a little bit, but I have been annotating it. That's my last annotation that I did. That's kind of my update right now. They're still kind of just moving along with the bet. They're both like showing each other the research that they do and kind of how they start writing their novels and stuff, which is kind of cool. For an example, they went on a little adventure to a carnival and both of them were showing their different perspectives on how they would write each of their stories based on the events that they were seeing. So I thought that was kind of cool because it gives more depth in how they write their books and stuff, but I don't know. know how I feel about Emily Henry's writing. Very controversial opinion, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll be better by tomorrow. I might pick up one of my other books tomorrow, but we'll just have to see. I just wanted to give you guys an update before I go to bed because I'm tired. Bye. Good night. See now?
Kama Sutra, does it suit you? Your velvet dress is slipping on. Would you stay with me? It's coming through you. Never knew how much it means.
Good morning, you guys. Happy Wednesday. We are reading on the porch this morning. Such a beautiful morning. I love reading on the porch, but I recently started bringing my little buddy, my little reading buddy. She's a happy girl this morning. Happy? I did decide to start my morning by reading Scarborough by Catherine Hernandez. I'm getting closer to the halfway point on this. It's a really short book, but it's super impactful, super deep. Like every single page, I just feel something, you know? And I've been annotating so much out of this book because honestly, it's so raw and real. And I knew that it was going to be like that going in, but I didn't think anything of it. I'm just really liking the author's writing style. And because of how fast paced it is, I feel like they only have so many pages to really wrap everything up. So every single page is even more detailed than the last, if that makes sense. So I am on page 103 though. And the last thing that I really like about this book is that it's set up between different characters. I'm pretty sure there are 4 so far. So each chapter is basically a different character and them sharing their story in Scarborough. So hopefully they all come together at some point. Some characters' lives have already started to intertwine, which I think is really cool. So I'm excited to see where it goes and see how the book ends because I feel like it's gonna be sad and I don't know if I'm ready for that. But for right now, I don't think I'm gonna pick Beach Read up this morning at least. I might pick it up a little bit later before bed, but I do kind of want to try to finish this today because I'm really enjoying it. So that's my little update for this Wednesday. It's currently almost noon. We had a slower start to our morning, so we're gonna see how much reading we get done today.
When you spoke to me, but everyone needs something. I know that I'm no different.
Hello you guys, it is Thursday. We're just not going to talk about Wednesday. I'm happy that I'm filming this because it is a realistic what I read in a week, and this week just seems to be a slow week. Hi, hello, you need a haircut. Yesterday I did just end up reading Scarborough. I didn't even attempt to pick up Beach Read, but it's such a beautiful day outside. I kind of want to pick it up today, at least right now. We're gonna start Thursday by reading this. It is mid-afternoon. I was planning on going to the beach today, but it just didn't really work out. So maybe I'll read and tan outside, but for right now I'm just gonna chill. It's a very chill, lazy day. Hopefully I can put a dent in this. Currently where I'm standing with this book is I am pushing sort of on the side to DNF this. I really don't want to because I want to see if it could get better, but I'm almost reaching the halfway point and it just isn't doing it for me. So we're currently on page 156 and I stopped in the middle of a chapter. So that's our current updates right now.
Oh, it's so it's just begun. And there's something on the tip of your tongue.
I absolutely hate when characters like fight feelings. If you have feelings, like why are you trying so hard to ignore your feelings and like fight them instead of like acknowledge them, even to just yourself? I don't know, it's such a character pet peeve of mine. Hello you guys, it is much later now. I've been doing a lot of reading on and off throughout the day and just doing my regular daily stuff, but I do have to edit. I stopped reading for now. I'm gonna read before bed. I don't know what book I'm gonna end up picking up then, but I did get a little bit farther into Beach Read. I made it to page 228, chapter 20. So we literally are past the halfway mark. I checked on Goodreads and I am 56% through. That's what Goodreads keeps telling me. So yeah, I just don't know. I'm just trying so hard not to DNF this book, but it is my book club pick for this month that I do with my Patreon. So I'm trying to push through to get this done, but I'm not vibing with it. I really just don't want to be reading it anymore. But I feel like the romance in general, like how Emily Henry's writing these characters and this couple is just way too cringy for my liking. I don't know why, but I just feel like it just is cringe. Like I'm not liking the characters, I'm not liking the romance, I'm not even really liking the settings in it. It's supposed to be like a summary book and I'm just like not getting those good summer vibes, you know? I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna try to push through and finish it. I do want to finish it by the end of the week if I don't DNF it. That's your update for right now. I am gonna read before bed, but I just wanted to update that I did get a little bit farther into beach read.
Keep it at the time, leave it behind.
Hello you guys. It is currently 11:11. I don't know if you guys can see that, but make a wish. It is obviously late. I was doing a little bit of reading, read a little bit of beach read, not too much since the last time I updated you guys. There's been some funny moments, which I'm liking a lot more because before, obviously, like I've been complaining this whole reading vlog, there is absolutely nothing going on with that whole thing. So we love that. But as I said, I wanted to do a little bit of some nighttime reading. I am currently reading a book on Kindle Unlimited because I am trying to always have a Kindle Unlimited book going along with any other physical book I'm reading. Right now we're currently reading The Summer of Broken Rules, like I mentioned. I'm currently on page 121 out of 361. We're 35%, but I'm also not vibing with this book. I just am finding it so annoying. The whole plot, all the characters and stuff, it's very unlikable, and I feel like it's so immature. And I know that this is targeted towards like younger audiences and stuff like that, but this one just kind of like really annoying. So I'm trying to push through it and see how far I can get, but this might also be a DNF. I'm just not picking up very good books right now, which is so upsetting, but we're gonna finish off our night by reading some of this. Let's just hope that it gets a little bit better. We're all cozy. We have our pajamas on. I'm in my cozy bed and I'm gonna turn off the lights and we're gonna do a little bit of cozy reading vlog, you know? The vibes, I think that's what we're going for tonight. Half the time this book just doesn't even make sense to me. It's just all over the place and I'm getting major insta love too. Ugh. Hello you guys, it is officially Friday now and I have a little reading update for you guys. I have been recently trying to finish this book, Scarborough. I've been reading it along throughout the week, but I'm literally right towards the end now. I made it to page 197 and there's only like 255 pages in the book, I think. So we're gonna try to finish that today. Beach read. We're still making some progress on that one. I honestly am kind of like taking a step back from that. I'm not enjoying it at all. I'm gonna push myself to finish it to see how it ends, but definitely not today. I'm just not in the mood for it. I feel like both these books are kind of a struggle to like continue, if that makes sense. Like I'm not really vibing enough with either of them to like want to finish them. It's more so just me trying to push myself to finish them. But I completely forgot that I didn't tell you guys last night after I was reading The Summer of Broken Rules, like you guys saw, I decided to DNF that book. I couldn't do it. I think last night was my last straw with that book, and I even said to myself, if I don't like it after tonight of reading it, I'm gonna DNF it, and that's what happened. So I did decide to DNF it. It's my second DNF of 2023. Kind of sad, but I just had to do it. So I think my reading plan is to finish Scarborough. I want to try to finish this today because it's only 55 pages, and then I want to pick up our next book after that. So that's the reading plans for right now. Anyways, we're gonna read. Let's just read. We officially have 10 pages left of Scarborough, you guys, and I want to film my reaction to the end because I have no idea how this is going to end, so I wanted to film it because I don't know, it could have a good ending, it could have a bad ending. Right now there's a few characters that like are good, but one character, like something bad, like really bad happened, and I'm like still shooken up about it, to be honest, but I don't know, it could be super good. But it's the last part 4. It was split up in seasons, so this is the last one, and I'm just really nervous, so let's just see how it's gonna end. Last chapter, last 3 pages, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to let this process. Like I can't rate this right now. I can't give you guys my thoughts right now, but holy, those last words really hit me for sure. And I feel like the book just wrapped up so nicely. Every single POV, because it was told through multiple POVs, it all kind of had a purpose at the end. And I'm not going to give away too much because I don't want to give a lot of spoilers, but every single character kind of gave me closure. Even if it was good or bad, they just all wrapped up really nicely. And I really enjoyed what the author did with that story. But it's also apparently new motion picture. I'm pretty sure it's like a movie. I didn't know that, so I'm curious to watch if it's a movie, a TV show, whatever, because I would love to see it come to life, you know, like from after reading the book. I would love to know. Wow. Yeah, I'm out of words, to be honest. I'm gonna let my thoughts sink in. I'll be back with a rating, but I do want to pick up another book. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up today or tomorrow. I need to pick up a new book for Kindle Unlimited and a new book for a physical book. We're gonna figure that out because beach read, it's not gonna be finished. I don't know when I'm gonna finish it, but it's not a vibe. Emily Henry's writing, that's just a story for another time. Anyways, we finished it and it was just insane. Freaking insane. But yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Hello you guys, happy Saturday. I did get some Starbs. I'm literally almost done it already. Do you like the curly straw? I'm vibing with it. Anyways, I have some thoughts on this. Yesterday, I did finish this and I had to let my thoughts sink in a little bit because I truly didn't know my rating for this, but after some thought, I definitely think I'm gonna settle with a 3 out of 5 for this. It was really good, but not amazing. And honestly, like, I feel like it just deserves a 3 out of 5. I mean, I'm so happy that I read it and I definitely want to watch the adaptation for it. So happy that I finished this. It was very insightful. But then I did end up picking our next read, which it's gonna be We Were Liars by Ela Hart. I've been putting this off for a while now, you guys, and I feel like I just should do it, especially because it is summer books, you know. It's been on my summer TBR for a while. Also, look at this bookmark my mom got me. She went to the States like a month ago and she got me this bookmark. I think it's pretty fitting because coffee and books does equal happiness. But yeah, so we're gonna start this today. I'm sure I can make a dent into it. I'm super excited to see what it's all about because this book is so hit or miss. I'm excited to see my thoughts on it and just get into it. Also, sorry, my hair is looking kind of crazy. I got out of the shower and it's all puffy and stuff, so don't mind that. But we're gonna start this for Saturday, see how far we can get, and I will definitely keep you guys updated and give you guys all my thoughts, obviously. Coming over here. Okay, you guys, I have an update. I officially made it to page 30 in this book, and I'm really liking it. Surprisingly, I know that there's like so many mixed opinions on this, and that is kind of why I wanted to see the hype, but also because I'm interested in the story. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. The short chapters are amazing. Like sometimes each chapter is like 2 pages. It's kind of insane, but I'm really enjoying it. The plot so far is really good. We're getting introduced to like all the characters and kind of like the settings and stuff like that, and I think the author's doing an amazing job so far. I'm curious to see where it ends up going, because already so far there's so much foreshadowing, and I just like kind of want to know. So the book already has me hooked in the way that I want to continue reading to see like, okay, what's gonna happen next? Who are we gonna get introduced to? Where's the plot gonna go, you know? We already have like a pretty big love interest already. Like I think it's gonna build obviously, but already in the first like 2 pages I was like, oh, we already have some love chemistry going on between the main character and this love interest, and I was like, holy, already this is insane. So yeah, that's my current update. I'm gonna continue reading right now because I still have the time and I'm hooked to the book, so I want to continue it. But so far so good. First 30 pages. Let's see how far we can get before the end of tonight. Hello you guys, happy Sunday. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, it's past 5 o'clock. I have not done any reading today. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's just one of those days. It's been a work day. I've been working so much today. I filmed 2 videos and I just haven't had the time to read. But Sunday is not over yet. So I have an update for you since the last time I updated you guys, but I made it to page 100 in this book. So we're coming up to halfway, I would say. It's pretty good. We need to discuss, because honestly going into this I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like it. What I've heard from what other people have said, I feel like I'm gonna be the same way, but I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. It's so fast paced. I know it's a shorter book, so I knew it was gonna be fast paced, but honestly, like the writing, I'm impressed. Like Elok Hart, you're doing good so far. We are only halfway though, so it could take a major turn, but honestly, the plot is so much more than I thought it was going to be. And the characters, I feel like are very in-depth. From the first chapter, I was like, I feel like I'm very confused. Like I don't know anything about these characters, but honestly, I feel like the author is doing a very good job explaining it. And the setting, that is one thing I want to say, is the settings are giving full-on cottage feels, and I kind of expected that because it is based on like a summer island with a group of people that are like rich and they don't really care about money and they have standards and expectations for one another and stuff like that, and that's honestly what I'm getting. Like very rich families living on a cottage island all to themselves. Honestly, this map right here, I'm loving it because I keep going back to it throughout the book, and it's honestly giving me the perfect picture of the book. Like I can imagine everything so perfectly. I don't know, I'm just really having a good time, and with the vibes of the season that we're in right now, I just feel like it's very fitting, and I'm very happy that I'm reading this right now. So we're probably gonna end off Sunday reading this, see how far we can get. I do want to finish it, but we'll just have to see how it goes and how much reading I actually end up getting done today. But it's been a decent week. It's been realistic, let's just say that. Keeping it real with you guys, of course. Let's dive into We Were Liars for our Sunday evening. Wait, what? Oh my god, that's a bee. It's on my camera. It's on my camera. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. It's too bright. Let's go inside. Hold on. My cheeks are so red. My face was heating up. Okay, you guys, I have a big update. It's kind of dark now, but oh my goodness, you guys, I'm only on page 135. Since the last time I updated you, I was on page 100, but like, things are happening. They're starting to lie a lot. And I want to know, like, why is Cadence the only one that knows nothing right now? Like, she is absolutely clueless. Because of her injury and stuff like that, she gets really bad migraines and she gets knocked out for like a few days. Not literally knocked out, but she sleeps it off for 2 days and stuff, and like she's just in a lot of pain. So she takes those 2 days, 3 days to rest and stuff like that. So because she's missed like 2 days, she's like asking everyone like, oh, what'd you guys do? Like, what did you get up to and stuff like that? And like they're lying to her. Like, what are they hiding? What is everyone on this island hiding? I feel like everyone is just hiding so much, and I just want to know. But that's my update currently. We're inching up to the exact halfway point. I think we might even be more than halfway now. So I'm really hooked to this. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm just gonna continue reading and hopefully we can finish this. Hopefully. I'm kind of feeling some 5-star feelings, but I think it just kind of depends on what turn the book takes and how it's gonna end up. But yeah. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, it is a few days later. I don't know why I didn't give you guys my weekly wrap up after this. Like a little recap. I have no idea, just completely slipped my mind. So it is a few days later, but I have our little recap of the week. I did get my lashes done yesterday, that's why I look so different. But we attempted to read 3 physical books, and then obviously I was reading that one on Kindle. Let's just start off with the first one we picked up this week. So we picked up Beach Read by Emily Henry. I'm pretty sure I was partway through this when I started this video, and honestly I didn't get very far throughout the week because I just really do not like this book, you guys. I'm gonna try to force myself to finish it before the end of the month, but we just don't really know how it's gonna go. I just don't care for the book and I'm really not vibing with it. I knew I wasn't gonna vibe with an Emily Henry book, so we're gonna push ourselves to finish it, but I have no idea what this rating could possibly be. I'm definitely leaning more towards like 2 stars, maybe most. We're just gonna have to see, I guess. Then we picked up Scarborough by Catherine Hernandez, and we did finish this. I ended up rating this a 3 out of 5 stars. Honestly, it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. The ending, it was sad, but it was heartwarming at the same time. I don't know. It was a very average book to me. I am glad that I read it because I think it kind of put a lot of light to situations that aren't normally talked about. Things that we know that's going on, but we don't vocalize it a lot and we don't kind of focus on it too much. So I think that this book was definitely a very interesting read for me because I did learn a lot reading this. I'm glad that I read it, but it definitely wasn't a favorite, very memorable book, if that makes sense. Then I was reading The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. I ended up DNFing that. Yeah, it just was not good. I don't know why I hated it so much. I know a lot of my favorite booktubers love this book and love this author as a writer, but honestly, I could not do it anymore. I tried. I picked it up on multiple different times here and there, and I just was pushed away from it more and more, so I just decided to DNF it. I'm not gonna force myself to read a book that I'm really not enjoying because book slumps are just not for me. I didn't want to deal with that, so I DNF'd that. It had to be added to the list, sadly. Then the last book we picked up was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and I did actually finish this late the night that I stopped filming. It was just really late because I just flew through it and I didn't end up picking my camera up to film my reaction, but it was insane. It was insane, you guys. I ended up rating this a 4.75 out of 5 stars because I was just blown away. I know this book is so hit or miss and some people say it's like the worst book they've ever picked up to read, but I really enjoyed this. I don't know, maybe if it was the writing or kind of how fast paced it was, or maybe the characters. I have no idea. I just fell in love with it and I was hooked right from the jump because the author's writing is so different. It kind of took me a few chapters to kind of get into it because it was so different than I expected going into it. It was so much more than I expected in a good way, which surprised me, I guess. I do honestly recommend this. I'm definitely on the side where not a lot of people are, to be honest, and I think you should just give it a try. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but I'm really happy that I did because I was not disappointed. Lily's gonna be happy I said that. This is one of her favorite books. I'm really happy that I finished off my week reading this. It's been on my TBR for a while and I wanted to read it before summer ends because, come on, it doesn't get more summer than this. And I didn't guess the end. The end shocked me for sure, so just give it a try. You never know. That is our little weekly recap. It was not the best reading week, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I felt like I was forcing myself to read because I just wasn't vibing with the books. I mean, we only had really one good one that we ended up going through, so kind of sad, but I mean, it is realistic. Not every single book I pick up is going to be a favorite. Not everyone is going to be one that I like. I'm happy that I stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit with books this week and was surprised with some, wasn't surprised with others. It just was a weird random week, if that makes sense. But I really hope you guys enjoyed watching a realistic what I read in a week as like a booktuber. Honestly, every single week is different for me. It depends what I have going on. It depends if I'm in the mood to read and stuff. Just wanted to keep it realistic, keep it real with you guys always. But yeah, I think that is the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff you guys know how to do. And let's get this video to 200 likes because last video we were so close. I'm pretty sure we got up to 150. Insane. Let's get this one to 200. I love you guys so much. Other than that, I really hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Ew, why did I do that? At the end of the drive, and then I hope she cheats. This isn't focusing. Why? Stay. Good morning. I love people staring at me because I have a camera in my hand. Say hi to the vlog.
Don't use that.
Is it Saturday? Ugh, there's a fly. If I can find it. Yeah, okay.